Can I have some fun, babe? You know you give me long time, me think that you're the one, babe. Me have to take you home, baby. You make me say, walk it up slow, I know, yes, I girl, put your number on my phone, no, you know what me want, babe.
Hey guys, so we're gonna get started. I've already applied my base and my brows. I'm gonna use the LA Pro Concealer just to carve out my brows per usual and get this makeup tutorial started. I like to go right underneath my brow and then apply a lot of concealer on my lid and just kind of blend it out with the applicator. And then I go in with my MAC 212 brush. I love this brush for carving out my brows. It just makes it so easy, and I use that to kind of even out the concealer so that the base for our eyeshadow is even. Vanessa was our inspo for today's look. I think her inspo was someone else, but check out her Instagram. I'll put the link to her Instagram down below. She's an amazing artist. But I'm going to use the Carity palette, and this is the matte, like, colorful palette, and I'm going to use that yellow shade, and I'm going to take a small blending brush and just pack that right below my brow bone. And with this color, you really have to pat it on because the base, like the concealer, is so tacky. You just gotta pat it on. Then I'm gonna use the OPV Rainbow palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here. It's an orangey kind of shade, and I'm gonna go like one notch down and blend out that orange color into the yellow, just to make it look very gradient and kind of like sunsetty. Then I'm gonna go in with my LA Pro concealer and the same brush that we used to carve out our brows, and I'm gonna use that and carve out our lids. This is just gonna create a cut crease. Honestly, I'm getting better and better at cut creases. For me, this part does not need to be perfect because I like to line my cut creases to make them more defined. You'll see that later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned. So yeah, I'm just packing that onto the lid, just making sure the shape is kind of okay. Then I go on with this purple shade from the same palette, and I take a pencil brush and I'm putting that into the small part of my, like, the outer portion of my eye, and I'm just packing that color in there. And with this purple, it could have been a little bit better. It was a little bit patchy, but I didn't have another purple like this, so or that I could find at the time, so I just put that in there. And then I used a little pinched blending brush. I love using a smaller blending brush in the outer portion of the eye because it blends it perfectly. I just went in there and blended it out, and you just want to keep blending and blending. I kept adding purple and then blending it out, adding purple and then blending it out, and then I also dragged some into the crease of my eye as well. Then I'm going in with this orange shade, and I'm using, I think, that same MAC brush. I just kind of washed it a little bit, and then I put the orange on there and I packed that right next to the purple shade. With these colors, you really have to pack them on. They are pigmented, but you do get fallout. But this palette is not that expensive, so you know. Then I go in with this yellow shade from the OPV palette, and I pack that into the inner corners of my eye. This is right next to the orange, so it's like a nice little cute gradient. And I just keep packing that in there. As you can see, there's fallout, but I really don't care as long as the color is pigmented. Then I go in with this purple shade, and I'm using a eyebrow brush, like a angled brush. I think this is the Zoeva winged liner brush, and I'm putting this color right where I'm putting it, like in the inner portion of the crease, just to make my cut crease look more defined. This part was the part I was talking about earlier. That just really helps to define your cut crease. Then I go in with some eyeliner. I believe this is a Rimmel's eyeliner. I really like Rimmel's eyeliners, so I just go in and kind of fill in my waterline because I believe in the photo her waterline was filled in the inner corner. So I just really wanted to see if I could do this look, and I did it. Now I'm going in with my lashes. I'm using the Salon Perfect 614 lashes stacked on top of each other, my fave. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Cafe, and I'm just going to apply that right underneath my eyes as a concealer, and I'm just packing that on per usual. Next, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is Bay Forever. I'm going to place this underneath my eyes, right where I placed the concealer. And this is just going to help the concealer stay in place all day. And it's also going to help brighten up my under eyes. With colorful eyes, I like to really go all out with my concealer and my baking powder and whatnot, because it just makes everything pop. You guys already know I have to use my MAC MSF, just because this powder is a little like... it's a little bright, but just to tone it down and make it look a lot more even, and just to make sure that I don't get any flashback or anything, I just like to put this powder on over it. Then I go in with my favorite contour, Fenty Beauty Espresso Match Stick, and I just put that right there along my cheekbones, and then I take my microfiber sponge and blend out that contour. And my cheekbones were snatched this day, man. I contoured for like 10 people that day. Then I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder, and I'm putting that on top of my contour. I just like to look a little bit more bronzy, so I don't really contour my forehead. I like to bronze my forehead most of the time, because it can be a little much for me. And cream contouring, I'm just getting into it, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go into this ColourPop blush. This is like one of the orangey shades from their new collection. I'll put it down in the description box. And I'm just placing that on top of my contour, kind of just a little bit above, so that all the contour, highlight, and blush looks like one kind of cute cheek. Then I go in with this Nicole Guerrero palette I've been using lately a lot. And I'm going in with this orangey shade, and I'm placing that right above my blush and just kind of hugging my cheekbone area a little bit. I really love these highlighters. They're so pretty, pigmented, and like boom in your face, and that's what I wanted this day. Now I'm going to finish up the eyes. I'm going to use some concealer and a really small angled brush, and I'm going to place some more concealer on the bottom of my lash line, just to make sure that the eyeshadows pop. And then I'm taking a really small pencil brush, I believe this is from Makeup Geek, and placing that purple shade right on the bottom of my lash line, just to kind of connect the top colors with the bottom colors. And I personally love putting color on my bottom lash line, because it just brings all like the entire eye look together. And as you can see, Leilani was analyzing my eyeshadow and trying to touch my eye. But now I'm going into this blue shade, and I just picked that up and I put it on right next to the purple. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'm placing that right next to the purple, just packing that color on, just making sure it looks really pigmented and stuff. Then I'm going in with these two green shades, and I'm putting that right next to the blue, just packing it on, just so that we look like, you know, popping. So now I'm going in with my Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm doing my bottom lashes. For me, doing my bottom lashes is necessary with almost any look, because it just makes sure lashes pop, you know. Next up is my lips. I'm going in with Bittersweet from MAC, and I'm putting that all around the outer portion of my lips, just to you know, line my lips per usual. Then I'm going in with Minted lipstick. I will have everything listed in the description box below, like colors and everything. I'm just filling my lips in with that lipstick. I love this. It's so creamy and buttery, and this color is everything. Then I go on top of that with a gloss. I'm using the Fenty Gloss Balm. You guys already know, just putting that right on top. And now my lips are popping. I love the Fenty gloss. Like, this lip combo was everything. Then I'm going in with the Farsali new rose gold spray, and I just sprayed that all over my face, just to set everything and give me a nice cute glow. And that's the final look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Leave me a comment down below of what you want me to do next, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I dey come search dollar, Bruni Mula, as I catch Manhattan, where I call my brother.